بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
Assalamu alaikum. This is Dr. Ingrid Mattson, and I'm happy to join you briefly for two short talks in this blessed month of Dhul Hijjah, the month of the Hajj, the month of the pilgrimage to Mecca and the sacred places in the Hijaz. And in this first part, I want to talk about our mother, our spiritual matriarch, Hajar. May Allah be pleased with her, and about her response to difficulty and hardship, and how that mirrors the way that Muslim chaplains respond to difficulty and hardship. Hajar is an unlikely spiritual matriarch. She was either born into slavery or she was enslaved from Egypt. The land of her birth most likely was Egypt or East Africa. So this is a person whose freedom was taken away from her. Not only that, but she was displaced again and again, so that even when she found a home, a house and a home with Sayyidina Ibrahim, Prophet Ibrahim, may peace be upon him, she was once more displaced from that home. Not only displaced, but taken to a bare desert, a parched desert, a place that looked impossible for any person to live in. And she was considered to be not a person of great dignity and value by those around her because of her status of having been enslaved. But she had great resilience despite all these hardships. Her resilience came from her faith, her strong sense of faith in God and trust in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And this is why when she rose to question Sayyidina Ibrahim if he was leaving her in the desert because of for his own interests or out of his own decision, or whether this came from God, and when he responded that this was from Allah, this was Allah's command that he was obeying and bringing her to that place, she said immediately, she responded, and he will not abandon us. So she had that faith. She had a sense in her own human dignity as one of the children of Adam. And she was left with very little, one skin of water. What else did she have to survive there? But still, she drew upon her own resources, her inner resources, her sense of determination, and also what she had with her, which was her body, to be able to run back and forth between those mountains, looking for someone who might come and bring her water. This is a beautiful thing about her as well. She reflects our human, our limitations in terms of what might be possible. So for her, being in a desert, she thinks, well, where am I going to get water from? Maybe God will send someone, some caravan, people with water. But instead, what is so surprising is that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala opens the spring of Zamzam, and in this parched, barren land gives life-giving waters and lets them flow. It shows that, and she learns that we should be open to Allah's grace, showing in such surprising ways. Now, Muslim chaplains, too, are often improvising in the moment, but they respond from a solid foundation of faith that there is no place devoid of God's mercy, and that there is no person without honor, because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has honored all of the children of Adam. So I want to thank the Muslim Endorsement Council for supporting our American Muslim chaplains, including our female Muslim chaplains who insist on finding God's mercy and grace in places where others might see only darkness and spiritual desert, among those who are suffering at the end of life, among those who are imprisoned, among those who are having dark nights of the soul, crises of faith on colleges and campuses, and in so many other places. So I'm so grateful to MEC for supporting these chaplains.